In this video, I'll show you how to create a clean and modern glass UI animation inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion. Welcome back to Visual Nova. In the media pool, right-click and create a new Fusion composition. Here, I'll name this composition Glass UI Animation. Now, change the composition duration from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Then click Create. Drag this composition onto your edit timeline. Right-click on it and open it in the Fusion panel. Here you can see we have only one node, which is the Media Out node. Drag a new background node from the toolbar and connect it to the Media Out node. Now, go to the right side panel, open the type settings and select Gradient. Then, from the viewer, adjust the gradient angle like I'm doing. Now let's pick the first color. Click on the color box. Here I'm using a color code which will make it easier for you to recreate the exact same background. Then click OK. Now pick the second color. Here I'll choose a slightly black color, not a harsh pure black. I think this looks good. Then click OK. Now take another background node and connect it with the previous background like this. Select the second background node and connect a B-spline node to it. Go to the viewer window and using the pen tool, create a shape like I'm doing. This might be a bit difficult for beginners, but if you try once or twice, you'll be able to make it easily. Now as you can see, the shape is ready, but it's black. So let's add some color inside it. Select the background node, go to Type, and change it from Solid to Gradient. Now go to the viewer and adjust the gradient angle like this. Add the first color. Here I'll choose a slightly dark shade. You can pick any color you like. Click OK. Now change the second color. For this one, I'll use a color code and now we have a slightly dark purple tone. Click OK. Now let's add a nice edge line effect to this design. Select the background node, press Ctrl plus Shift plus spacebar, and search for Edge Detect, then add it. On the right side, enable Edge Mask Overlay. And adjust the width, brightness, and blur according to your background. You can tweak these settings as you like. I think this looks good now. Select all the nodes of this design, copy them, paste them here, and connect. Now select the copied B-spline node, and from the right side, change the Z rotation to 180. Now you can see the same design from the top is now placed at the bottom. Now let's animate the design. Move the playhead to the 0 frame. Select the first design's B-spline node, and move it to the right side outside the frame using the center X. Add keyframes on center X and Y. Now move the playhead forward, I'll set it to around 25 frames. And bring the X value back to 0.5. Now select the second design's B-spline node. Keep the playhead at the same 0 frame. And push it to the left side outside the frame using the X-axis. Animate it in the same way as the first design, with the same timing and position so both animations match. Now go to the Spline Editor, enable the B-spline, click on Fit to Zoom, and press S to smooth the animation like this. Do the same smoothing for the first design's B-spline as well. Now turn off the Spline Editor. Let's play it and check. And as you can see, our background and design animation is ready. Now we move on to UI glass shape. First, take a new merge node, connect it, and attach it to the previous merge node. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus spacebar, and add a displace node. Now connect it with the new merge node like this. Next, add a rectangle node and connect it to the displace node. Go to the controls, and increase the corner radius so the edges become smooth. Now adjust the width and height according to your video. Take the output from the previous merge node and connect it to the yellow input of the displace node, and connect the rectangle to the blue input of merge. Now select the displace node, go to the right side controls, and set the offset to -1. Set the light power to 4.35, and increase the light angle. Here I'll keep it around 200, but this depends on your preference. Now set the spread to 1.228. As you can see, our UI glass shape is now ready. To enhance this glass effect, we need to slightly blur the background. For that, press Shift plus spacebar and add a Gaussian blur. Now increase the blur strength a little bit like this. Now we move on to spinner loader and uploading bar animation. First, import the spinner loader PNG from the media pool. Now take a merge node, connect it into your working flow. And connect the spinner PNG to this merge node like this. Resize the spinner PNG and set its position. I'll place it below the glass shape. Now let's change its color. For that, I'll connect a background node with it. Select the merge node and from the viewer, increase the background size like this. Now go to the operator and change it from over to in. As you can see, the spinner color is now changed. Now duplicate the spinner loader. Select all the nodes, copy them, paste them here and connect them like this. Adjust the node layout a bit to create more space for working. Now select the duplicated background node. Click on the color box and change its color to white. Now let's animate it. Place the playhead at the very start. Select the merge node and add a keyframe on the angle. Now move the playhead to the end and increase the angle value. I'll set it to around 1182. Let's play it. And as you can see, our spinner loader animation is ready. Now let's create the uploading bar. Take a new background node and connect it to the previous merge node. Select the background node and connect a polygon node to it. Now in the viewer, draw a line near the spinner loader like this. From the right side, increase the border width. Select the background node and change the line color. I'll use a slightly lighter black so it's visible on the background. Click OK. Now duplicate this line. This time we'll keep it white. Click OK. Now animate the line. Select the white polygon node. Place the playhead at the start and set the length to 0, then add a keyframe. Move the playhead to the end and increase the length to maximum. Now go to the Spline Editor, enable the polygon, click Fit to Zoom, select the keyframes, and press S to smooth the animation like this. Now let's play it. And our spinner loader and uploading bar animation is ready. Now add a text node and connect it with the previous merge node like this. Go to the text box and type your text. I'll write Motion Graphics. Now change the font. Here I'll use Bebis Neue. Place the text on the top left side of the glass shape like this. Increase the size a bit like this. Now add another text node and connect it with the previous merge node as well. Here I'll add some detail lines about motion graphics. Adjust its size and position. I'll place it slightly towards the left side under the main text. Now between these two texts, we'll add a motion line. Take a background node and connect a polygon. Now in the viewer, draw a line between both texts like this. Increase the border width a little bit. Select the background node and change its color. I'll keep it white, then click OK. Now let's animate the glass shape, text and lines. Select the glass shapes polygon node. Place the playhead at the very start. And decrease the border width, then add a keyframe. Move the playhead 5 frames forward. And increase the border width. Move another 5 frames forward. And decrease it again. Then move another 5 frames forward. And increase it to your desired amount. Now go to the Spline Editor. Enable the rectangle, click Fit to Zoom. Select all keyframes, press S and smooth them. Now let's play it. Adjust the first keyframe a bit by decreasing the border width slightly more. Play it again. Now it looks good. The glass window is popping open nicely. Now let's animate the motion graphics text. Select the text node. And place the playhead at around 15 frames after the glass animation. Go to the text box, right-click and choose Follower. Now go to Modifiers, open Shading, set Opacity to 0 and add a keyframe. Scroll down and set Offset X and Y to -1. Then add keyframes on both X and Y. Now double-click on Follower. Move the playhead forward to around 25 frames. And set Opacity to maximum. Scroll down again and set Offset X and Y back to 0. Now go to Timing. Set Order to left to right. And set Delay to 2. Now go to the Spline Editor and smooth the animation. As you can see, our first delay text animation is ready. Now animate the second text. Place the playhead at around 20 frames. Set right on to 0 and add a keyframe. Move the playhead to around 55 frames. And set right on to maximum. Now the second text is animated. Now animate the line. Use the same method as we used for the uploading bar line. I'm doing this part fast because it's the same process, and I don't want to repeat it again. If you still don't understand this part, you can comment and I'll explain it again. Now let's preview it. Finally, we'll add one more important element, the uploading text. Add a new text node and connect it with the previous merge node like this. Go to the text box and type Uploading. Change the font. I'll keep it default for simplicity. Adjust the size and position. And place it just above the uploading bar. Now we'll add 3 dots with it. Take another text node. And in the text box just type 3 dots. And place it slightly next to the uploading text. Decrease its size. Now let's animate it. Place the playhead at the start. Set right onto 0 and add a keyframe. Move the playhead forward. And set right onto maximum. Now go to the Spline Editor. And enable the loop option so the animation keeps repeating. Turn off the Spline Editor and preview it. And now, our glass UI animation is complete. So that's how you can create this glass UI animation in DaVinci Resolve Fusion. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.